Hey team, this video is going to focus on multiples and multiplying your practice fun. With some opportunities here. So as we get going, we're going to remember that multiples multiply, right? They get bigger. You're never going to have a multiple be smaller than the number itself, right? So in this case here, you're just going to do a little refresher, right? Multiples can multiply. So we're skip counting, right? We're just filling in for, right, the first 7 multiples. And we actually want to start here at 4 and not at 8. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and so on. Okay, we're going to do that for each of these here. You'll see that the first multiple is always the number itself. It's not necessarily 1, like in finding the factor, right? Multiples multiply. You're never going to have a multiple that is smaller than the number itself. When we look here, we're now going to be sort of imagining, or you could physically even list or use a multiplication chart to help you. If you list the multiples of each number, we want to know what is the 9th multiple of 3. And we can see here, as if we were going to do the list sort of strategy, that we get 90, or sorry, 27. You would also see, so we could drag a 27. You can also just use your multiplication facts and say, well, the 9th multiple of 3 is the same as saying 9 times 3, or 3 9 times, which is 27. So you can go through and kind of work this out here. So here you're going to work backwards a little bit. So you're going to find the missing multiple. You're going to solve a little bit of a mystery, right? So you can see that you want to find what the difference is in these patterns, right? So 15 plus 5 is going to get you 20, 20 plus 5, and so on. So we know that we're going to want to add 5 here to make 30. And then we know that these are all multiples of 5. Same thing here, right? We want to find the mystery. So 24 plus what gets us 32? 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 31, 32. It's 8, right? So we know these are all multiples of 8. And we want to find that mystery here, which is 64. And then you're going to keep going, right? And just discover, you might not always be able to start at the front, right? 40 plus a mystery. Well, we don't know yet, but we can see as farther down the pattern, right? That 60 plus a mystery is going to be 70. Well, we know it's plus 10. So these are all multiples of 10. They all also end in 0, which is another good clue in knowing that they're multiples of 10. So here we're thinking specifically about multiples of 4. So when we think about multiples of 4, I have some listed over here. You could also use a multiplication chart to help you. You can use division to help you as well. And we just want to know which of these numbers here, we start, say, with 28. I've said it is a multiple. Well, why? Why is that true? It's true because if you divide 28 by 4, it will divide evenly with no remainder, right? Or if I count by 4s, I will perfectly hit the number 28. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. We hit it here. So it is a multiple. So we are going through here. You can check my work, make sure it's accurate, and then you can keep going in finding the multiples of 4. Similar here, multiples of 5. So if it ends in 5 or 0, then you know 5's your hero. So if we take our target number, in this case 46, and we want to know, is it a multiple of 5? In other words, if I count by 5s, will I hit 46? No, we know we won't, because 46 does not end in a 5 or a 0. So you can go through and do the similar action here. Is 2 a multiple of 5? Well, no. If I count by 5s, I'm not going to hit 2. 1, because it's smaller than 5, and 2, because it doesn't end in 5 or 0. So we can put a no up here. We're kind of confirming which direction these numbers go. Are they a multiple of 8 or not a multiple of 8? So you can use multiplication facts or a multiplication table to help you here as well if you want. Here are some listed here. You can also use division to help you. If you get a remainder, you know it's not divisible. So these numbers here have been sorted, right? Like say the number 84, we know it's not a multiple of 8 because we hit 80 when we count by 8s. We hit 88 when we count by 8s, but we don't hit 84. So 84 is not a multiple. Here we've got our old pal Venn, right? So we are comparing what is only a multiple of 2, what is only a multiple of 3, and which ones share. You can see some examples here. Remember that if it is a multiple of 2, it ends in an even number. If it's a multiple of 3, you can add the digits and you'll see if the number is divisible by 3. If it's both, right, then it's both even and divisible